products from Kantanka Herbal Pharmaceuticals and Research Center. So I call Apostle the father of herbal medicine and integrative medicine because as a medic I didn't believe in herbs. And interestingly, I stood against the Shua Medical School because we know that herbs are hepatotoxic, they are nephrotoxic and all that from data we were given. However, little did I know that was not entirely true. It was a problem of understanding how things work. It was a problem of a knowledge gap as far as product, practice, and thing. So I present to you our factory. So this factory is the first of its kind as far as herbal pharmaceuticals is concerned in Africa. So we had a tour from WHO. They came there and they were like, is this herbal or orthodox? And Kantanka, as we all know, is poised on producing quality as far as herbal medicine is concerned, looking at quality, safety, and efficacy. So our objective as a company, our mission is to ensure achievement of universal health coverage through provision of evidence-based quality herbal products which promotes longevity and healing. That's the direction. WHO's concern in this particular era is that in order to achieve your universal health coverage, which is health which is accessible, affordable, available, quality and safe, they realize 8 out of 10 people in Africa depend on the herbs as far as healthcare is concerned. And now the data in the Western world is moving so high that we have 5 out of 10 people. So there was a global report published by WHO in 2019 talking about herbal medicine, and that is where this data comes from. Next slide. Now, we realize that their direction is in order to achieve SDG goal 3, it is necessary for traditional medicine to be integrated into our health system. Because already the data says 8 people are taking it. I'm a doctor. You see people coming in there, you tell them you take herbal medicine, they'll say no. Now you tell them you do herbal medicine, you really take herbal medicine, they say yes. Why? Because they know most doctors like myself don't like herbal medicine. And we will chastise them. But you're already using these herbs. So the question is, why don't we close the gap, the standard gap between these herbs as far as production is concerned, as far as practices is concerned, as far as the practitioners are concerned? We have Medical and Dental Council regulating doctors and physician assistants. We have Traditional Medicine Practitioners Council regulating the herbal practitioner space. Is it possible for us to benchmark this particular regulatory policies in MDC and let TMPC arise to that end beyond? That's the direction. So now, interestingly, when WHO got this data, their goal is now to ensure that every member state is doing herbal medicine, which is standard, because without herbal medicine, SDG goal 3 is at stake. Their unit, which takes care of traditional and complementary medicine, has now been changed to traditional, complementary, and integrative medicine. So they are looking at tapping into the evidence from orthodox medicine, which I'm practicing already, plus the evidence from herbal medicine, which I'm still doing. Then together you can tap and achieve quality healthcare, which is accessible, affordable, and available. SGT, sodium glucose cotransporter 2, is actually one of the products we know is used these days for managing heart failure, used supporting so well statistics when it comes to chronic kidney disease. Diabetes is in there, and now research is showing that there is emerging evidence to support use of this same one drug in rheumatological diseases. So one compound doing multiple things. When I was in medical school, I was scared because you see one herbal product doing something in, let's say, arthritis, and they'll tell you it's also used in hemorrhoids. This same herbal medicine is used in management of pain. I'm like, how can one product have all these therapeutic benefits? But little did I know it was a knowledge gap. So we had to delve deep, because you drink deep or you taste not. So if SGLT2 is doing that, it's because they have data, which is what we are concentrating on. data is everything when it comes to decision making. So it's possible for herbs to equally have multiple therapeutic benefits. So I present to you already 40% of the autonomous products we have were derived from plant source, which we all know as medics and other health professionals here. Now, Immulate Herbal Supplements is an FDA registered product and registered for immune system support and general well-being. From our research, so the product has gone through all the analysis, phytochemistry, safety and toxicity, microbial analysis, then went on to FDA for approval. The indication, as I said, is immune system support and general well-being. Next, you realize that there are bioactive compounds in this product which are called terpenoids. So these terpenoids, so we are bridging the knowledge gap. Then these terpenoids have multiple bioactive compound effects. One, they have anti-inflammatory properties. Two, they have immune modulatory properties. Three, they have antiviral properties. Four, they have anti-cancer properties, anti-aging properties. All these are in the herbs. But we didn't know. But now we know because we are closing that particular knowledge gap. So this product, in as much as it's registered, next slide, for immune system support and general well-being, it has other off-label benefits, as we all know, with other products. So you can register a drug with FDA for a particular purpose. And based on the use and experience from patients and evidence you gather, you realize that these products equally have other benefits. So people are using drugs for other indications. I don't want to market any products here. So now, go back. So this is a publication from a professor about Immulate. So the professor Isaac Ayesu works with here in UST. So he did a pharmaceutical evaluation of the product and established that the product has terpenoids, which explains all the various therapeutic benefits in this product. Next slide. So this was the profile. Terpenoids are responsible for effectiveness of the drug, anti-inflammatory properties, antioxidant properties, anti-cancer properties, antimicrobial, anti-diabetic, hepatoprotective, wound healing properties, and neuroprotective. So one drug is possible to have multiple classes. It's a matter of knowledge. And lack of knowledge, my people perish. So now, Immulate Herbal Supplements made up of Panifera indica, which is mango, acacia, which is acacia we know, and Azadirachta indica, which is neem. These three compounds combined through higher formulations and with good manufacturing practices are extracted for you to have this particular value. And the indication I've spoken about it already. Now, this is where doctors come in again. About contraindication is very important. Now, there are contraindications or precautions with this drug. One, it is not good for lactating mothers. Two, pregnant women cannot take these drugs because of the possibility of teratogenicity, right? Three, children less than 12 years. Four, people going for surgery cannot take this drug 2 weeks before surgery because there's a risk of bleeding. 2 weeks after surgery, you can take the product because the products already from terpenoids have wound healing effects. But we practice what we call integrative medicine, which is the direction of the WHO now. So, next slide. So as I bring, yes, so these are off-label integrative medicine benefits. Yeah, so one, people with hepatitis B, retroviral infection, herpes simplex virus, mumps, because of the antiviral compounds in there. Two, hepatorestorative, same, pre-hypertension and hypertension, pre-diabetes and diabetes, autoimmune diseases, and chronic or recurrent infections. Next slide. Now, with the integration, the issue is that to combine herbs to orthodox, you have to standardize it. So this is a standard product. So you take your orthodox product as prescribed by we the doctors through your standard treatment guidelines. 1 hour apart, then you take your herbal supplement. So we will not tell you to stop taking the antihypertensive. That is the mistake the herbal practitioners were doing, because there's an objective for that drug. You will not stop you from taking your anti-diabetic product. You take it. However, you are taking the supplement which is actually plant-based. This body is from the soil. So anything that comes from the soil supports this, but this is fundamental knowledge. You are from the soil. So if plant-based stuff that derive from the soil, the compounds will sustain this. It's not synthetic, it's from the soil. Okay, so this is a doctor, go back. So this is a doctor, just in case reports to let you know. This is a doctor in Australia who had hepatitis B. And this doctor was diagnosed incidentally because they do regular screening. Now after treatment, it wasn't possible for him to achieve sustained viral suppression. So he came over, I saw myself, and the copies he had was 55,000 copies of hepatitis B virus in there. Now, within a space of less than 2 months, it was suppressed to 9,053. We had 87.09% suppression of viral load. It is not magic, it is science, because there are antiviral properties in the drug. Okay, and as I talk to you now, the copies is 55. The reason why suppression of the virus is necessary is that it reduces your risk of getting hepatocellular carcinoma, reduces your risk of getting chronic liver disease, reduces risk of transferring it to your spouse and possible mother-to-child route. This is a darling girl from Apostle, and he said I should show it to you to understand that the herbs are powerful than we knew. Now, so this child is actually from the States. Had colorectal cyst, and this the mother of this child is actually a Ghanaian. The dad is a white man. After birth, they realized they were congenital anomalies, so they carried out the surgery, did a hepatogenitostomy, and realized the liver was chronic liver disease. Now, at that stage, they gave supportive therapy because nothing could happen. So the mother phoned Apostle, and Apostle said, bring the child to Ghana. We have data to support that. We have herbs which are hepatorestorative. This child who was 3 months, 3 weeks old came to Ghana, went through Kolebu, went through Cath, and went through Bonsu. Obviously, data from US says it won't work. So, it's the same science we do here. But with the herbs, the child who was 3 weeks old is now getting to celebrating her 7th year birthday on the 1st of October because of evidence-based plant medicine. This is the last one from a colleague who is also a family physician specialist. So they had a problem of itraconazole-induced liver injury. Was on supportive therapy, wasn't doing well. So they called me. Safo, when you came to residency program, you kept on telling us you have this herb, which is hepatorestorative. Are you sure the herbs work? Because we know herbs are hepatotoxic. On the product, as you can see, 24th May, these were the labs. My focus is on ALTS 1515 and AST 945. From 24th to 10, so that's 6 plus, let's say, in a space of less than 10 days. Now, look at when the ALT dropped to 226, AST dropped to 115. Patients started going to work by the next week and was asking that, it's more, the draw was saying that, I was like, no, it's a matter of evidence and data. Because data-driven decision making as a quality consultant is one of the 7 principles in quality management systems, which cuts across all from customer focused leadership through to risk management, people engagement, process approach. So you can't joke with data. In conclusion, the warning is herbal product. This herbal product is not for emergency management. So when you have an emergency, you manage as per standard treatment guidelines. After the patient has recovered or is recovering and has left the acute phase, longevity and healing lies in integrative medicine, and that is what the data from the WHO is consistently talking about. In order to prevent faking, this product is in a pharmaceutical bottle embossed with Kantanka. We have the image of Apostle himself there. There are 12 stars with a big star here. There's a logo from the company. All this is to reduce the barriers of entry when it comes to producing this value, which is Immulate Herbal Supplements. And the leaflet is in Cree, it's in French, and it's in English, because we are Ghanaians. Culture-driven solutions, indigenous solutions is what will take us to our promised land as far as health systems are concerned. Then our website. So we are out there. Apostle says you should run a promo for everybody here because he's a son of the land. So when you finish, you come over with an amount, you get one product, and you go and experience what the herbs can do through data and science. Thank you.